Hello dear students, today's our topic is distinguish between food chain and food web. In our last video, we have studied in detail about the food chain as well as food web. If you have not seen that particular video, kindly go through it and then kindly subscribe as well as like and share the particular video. So now let us have a look of the distinguish between the food chain and food web. Already we have seen that this is the food chain. It is a sequence of living organism. It is the sequence of living organism which shows the interdependence of organism. For example, deer is dependent on the plant, then lion is dependent on the deer. Herbivores are dependent on the producer and carnivores are dependent on the herbivore. So first point is that under the food chain, a sequence of living organisms that shows the interdependence of organism for their food is called the food chain. Now these are each species are interdependent, but here only single chain you can see. So this is about the food chain. But here number of species are interconnected. For example, just have a look of here. Here this particular frog is also dependent on the particular producer and bird is also dependent on the producer. But both the frog as well as the bird eaten by the snake. In this way, number of chains are interlinked together, and that's why first point is that the network of interconnected food chain. The network of interconnected food chain in an ecosystem is called the food web. So this is the first point. Now second point. It shows the single path of transport. You can see that single path. This is also single path, this is also single path, and this is also single path. So it shows the single path of transfer of food from producer to the consumer. These are the consumers. So from producer to the consumer. Now here it shows number of paths of transfer of food from the producer to consumer. For example, this is one path, second path, third path, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, in this way. So it shows number of paths of transfer of food from producer to the consumer. Now the third point is that position of the organism is fixed. Here position of the organism is totally fixed. Just like a deer is dependent on the plant, lion is dependent on the deer. But here it is not fixed. For example, both the things it can be changed. Just like a frog is also dependent on the producer, bird is also dependent on the producer. But both can be eaten by the snake. In this way, it can be changed. The snake can be eaten by the peacock and snake can be eaten by the hawk also. In this way, position of the organism may change. So it is very important topic for the board examination purpose, and it has the three important points whenever we are going to difference between write the difference between the food chain and the food web. So these are the three topics, 3 points. So I think you can understood properly. So up to once again I am repeating, this is the sequence of living organism which shows interdependence of each other, and here the network of the interconnected food chain in an ecosystem is called as the food web. So in this way we have completed this topic. Thank you very much.